passing of the Hate Crimes and Hate Bill has been widely welcomed, especially from the LGBTQI+ community. The National Assembly has given the bill the green light, and it's now up to the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, to sign it into law. The LGBTQI+ community believes that the bill will help curb the ongoing violence against its members. For more on this, I'm joined by Sibonelo Ncanana from the organization called OUT, who joins us now via Zoom. Sibonelo, thank you for making time for us this afternoon. So finally, the bill has been passed by Parliament. All that awaits now is the President's signature. How crucial is this bill going to be in helping to address the ongoing queerphobic violence we've seen?
It's extremely critical and crucial for the President to sign this bill. It has been a long road for it to get to where it is now. So it's highly important for him to sign it into law, as this will see a lot of people being able to get justice much more easier than having to go through hoops and loops for a person to just get justice. And also that the crime of hate will be criminalized also is very important, as we have seen in the past how difficult it is to prove also in court that a particular crime is influenced by hate and making it a hate crime. So it is very crucial that he signs the bill as urgently as possible so that we could see maybe a drop in hate crimes in the near future.
So it's one thing to pass the bill and sign it into law. It's another to have a government that has the political will, the capacity and the resources to implement its provisions. Do you think that capacity and will exists?
I think the political will exist. You will look at the Deputy Minister, John Jeff, how this was almost his baby, how he pushed this bill through or tried or worked very hard to have this bill pushed through. But we also have other entities in government, such as your National Task Team, or now it has changed to SOGIEX, which looks into hate crimes on LGBTI persons, how government works in that space in trying to push or trying to also monitor, but also try to decrease hate crimes within or in South Africa. However, when it comes to capacity, we are also a bit concerned. We have seen in the past where government passes bills such as bills which will deal with GBV, but there is no capacity or there is very little training when it comes to law enforcement or law enforcers, which will be your SAPS and NPA, in being able to implement a law which will be helping to curb hate crimes. However, we hope that with what government currently has, which will be your SOPs on training on SAPS, which will be what currently is going on in the NPA when it relates to training, which also the work that is being happening in the Office of the DSD, which will be your Social Development Department, that these interventions that are currently in place or that are currently being implemented will also help this bill being able to be implemented or be realized within society. So to answer your question, we do see a political will from government. However, our concern will be when it comes to capacity, if government will have the capacity to do this. When it comes to resources, we see how government also struggles, even within the entity, the National Task Team, in finding resources to push that structure or to fund that structure. But we hope this bill that it is funded, well funded, so that we could see a decrease in hate crimes. And these hate crimes are not only LGBTI hate crimes. This looks into sexism, this looks into racism, this looks into classism. It looks into a lot of things, not just LGBTI issues or LGBTI-related hate crimes.
So the bill will make hate crimes and hate speech criminal offenses. Will the penalties be harsh enough as proposed in this bill?
We would like them to be more harsher. However, this is also a start. I think it will be something that we learn from this bill. We will have to then see or give it time to see if these penalties are adequate enough or will be sufficient enough to change mindset or to deter people from committing hate crimes against LGBTI persons. So it's just us hoping, as also we need to understand the law in South Africa or justice in South Africa. It's not there to punish, but it is there to change or to correct someone. So we hope that these penalties will be able to do that in correcting people to realize that hate or spreading hate or doing a crime which is influenced by hate is not a feasible thing, or it's not something that one should be doing, and they should stay away from or choose not to or change the way they perceive or see other people.
And why is it so important for the president to promptly sign the bill?
Firstly, it's important because this bill has been in and out of Parliament for quite a long time. It cannot delay any longer. We have seen your penny sparrows. We have seen your penny sparrows when we spoke to racism. We have seen your Steve Hofmeyers when it comes to homophobia and transphobia and biphobia, where people think that other people are not supposed to be existing in South Africa, that they are better humans than other people. So the president signing this bill will help and also will help show that government is committed and that there is a political will, answering your question that you've asked me, through government, but also through this administration, that the President Ramaphosa is willing or has the political will to put this into law, so that a lot of things will be sorted out. It will make the work of the SAPS, but also NPA, but also the justice system much more easier in prosecuting hate crimes, hate speech, and discrimination against the LGBTI community.
And how are you, as OUT, planning on collaborating with other stakeholders to ensure that there's effective enforcement and even just we see the impact of this legislation?
Well, OUT sits in quite a number of structures which we intend to collaborate, such as the National Task Team, which we will have to tweak our work plan and see how we help or assist government in implementing this law, but also other structures like your Hate Crime Working Group, which has played a very important role in having this bill actually passed, working with those stakeholders such as your other partners like your Same Love Toti, the Triangle, your Lesbian and Gay Center, Access Chapter 2, and also working with government. So civil society has to work with government in seeing this being a reality. So OUT plans to have programs through our Human Rights Office, but also through all of our programs that it's either we engage communities, we engage traditional leaders, we go into deeper rural areas such as the Eastern Cape, working also with provincial governments through your provincial task teams on hate crimes, where we assist government in being able to implement, but also the importance of your provincial task teams, where they are the implementers of the NIS, where the NIS will also be very crucial in assisting this particular law or this particular bill in being a reality in South Africa. So OUT does sit in all of those structures. So OUT will be pushing forward that we support government, or we work together with government in assisting them in being able to implement, but also able to see what needs to change, if the bill needs to be amended, hope not in the near future, but implementing it also needs to be implemented in your district, it has to be implemented in your program, in your provinces. So OUT has that plan in its programs that we are able to implement this in assisting government in being able to implement this bill.
Sibonelo Ncanana, thank you for joining us this